It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness.
The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is an undisputed horror masterpiece. The second one is unspeakably foul and plays for laughs, enjoyable in its own right. Then comes part 3. Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Rather than trying to be another sequel, it throws everything away and tries to reboot the franchise. It follows over the same plot as the original, with travelers who meet a hitchhiker, a weird gas station attendant, and a girl who gets tied up in a house. They could have just called it Leatherface. It's just like a big budget version of the original. That's the biggest problem I have with it. It's too polished. It's not filmed in Texas, no Tobe Hooper, no fresh concepts, and it doesn't have that grainy look of the original. It had a lot of production issues, and the MPAA were taking their chainsaws to it since day one. Supposedly, it was so violent it would have went out with an X rating, so the studio had to cut it down. So what we get is a tamed down pussy version. Did the MPAA see the second one? It had a head being sliced in half, squirting blood. It had Leatherface dry humping a girl with his chainsaw, Chop Top picking and eating pieces of flesh off his metal head, Dennis Hopper screaming like a madman, sawing somebody in the back of the balls, impaling Leatherface with a chainsaw. It was just crazy. So now they have a problem with this one? I mean, here we have a movie that's already standing in the shadow of the original, and then we have to take out the gore. That's the whole reason we'd want to see it. Even the so-called uncut version on the DVD doesn't have too much to show. There's a few extra seconds of some fingertips and an ear being shot off. Come on, that's what we weren't allowed to see? An ear being shot off clean by a bullet? That's not even realistic. The chainsaw massacring happens off camera. We see some blood spraying, but never do we see the actual chainsaw cutting into the flesh. Nowadays, with Hostel and Saw and all these torture movies and shit, it wouldn't be an issue. This is nothing. The actors do a pretty good job, though. The new family of psychopaths are just as insane as before. Leatherface is a moron. He's using some kind of speak and spell machine. There's a picture of a clown and he keeps spelling food? I don't get it. And he does it over and over again.
What kind of sick shit is this?
Ken Foree's one of the good guys. He's awesome in every role he's in, from Dawn of the Dead to The Devil's Rejects. Just give him a gun and have him say motherfucker over and over.
Motherfucker!
Supposedly, he got such a positive reaction in the test screenings, they let the character live till the end, even though we see him dying earlier on. That's Ken. He's so good, he's able to cheat his own character's death.
Got that right.
But my favorite character is this guy.
Clean that trap out, Brad. It's clean good. Oh, you motherfuckers, don't tell me what I should do.
Not at all in the same vein as the original, and not as funny as the second. Only recommended for the most hardcore, trash-digging horror hounds.
You shut the fuck up, motherfucker! This is my plate!